Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here at Cliff's Edge, as we, well, basically look for Matkina, but not really. What we're looking for is actually a different thing. It's a different quest. We're trying to find out, let's see, Sorrow Spray, there it is. So, yeah, we're trying to figure out where the victim of the sorrow is, and we're going to their house and trying to figure out why they died or what their intentions were. We're doing this little side quest before we go to Caravanserai, which is where I believe we are gonna find that. It might be wrong, but our clues right now, I think, point to that. So for right now, let's go around. There's a cultist. I noticed this guy before. It's one of the guys that enter Hur. We talked to them as well down at the underbelly last episode. Was it the last episode or a couple? No, it was last episode. Yes. So yeah, let's have a chat with him. I smell a feast nearby, don't you? Well, actually, these people are all very complaining about. I think the Stika. Have no fear, he says, we'll find the creature if we all stay alert, says Lord Vuntken. And the Nightmare, yeah, they're complaining about the Stika. And there's a bunch of cultists around. So, let's see. Strange fluids rush from these pipes, hinting at vast machinery. Yeah, we saw those before. Let's talk to this guy and see what he has to say. Declaiming to the crowd is a well-dressed but sickly-looking man, short, dumpy, and an unhealthy shade of yellow. Despite this, he has the proud demeanor of the stentorian voice, of a much larger man. He booms at you as you approach. Ah, another likely fellow! Excellent! The people have called for deliverance from this ravaging Stikas, and a hero has answered. Most courageous of you! You are all heroes who stand up in the face of conflict. He thinks. Wait a minute. These guys are heroes. What? What is that? Why is he thinking that?
Updated my journal.
He frowns as he gets a better look at you. Oh wait, I know you. You're the one who made peace with the Stika. Commendable, but I'm afraid one of your new friends didn't hear about the end of hostilities. It's running rogue here in Cliff's Edge. He looks uneasily at the crowd. If these people get hold of it, things might go badly, and all of your work will have been for nothing. Best if you were the first to find it. Then return to tell me precisely where it is. I'll take it from there. He pats you on the shoulder, and you'll be rewarded, I promise you. As the head of a slave family, I'll owe you a favor, and my favor carries a good deal of weight. Really? Well, it might, actually. So can I ask you more questions about the Stikas and its kind? Oh, you made peace with them. Surely you know them better than I do, he shrugs. But I'll offer you my perspective if you like. So, what else can you tell me about the rogue Stikas you're looking for? He shudders. Oh, the vile thing appeared in Cliff's Edge a few days ago, and has been skulking around ever since. The whole neighborhood lives in fear of it. They should be afraid, he thinks. I make sure of it. Oh, so he's a fearmonger. So why is Cliff's Edge so afraid of this Stikas? Some will tell you it's because this district has suffered the most from the Stikas digging. Houses collapsing on the people, others falling into the sea. There's some truth to that, but the real reason is that the people here have become weak and afraid. They aren't prepared to face adversity. He leans in, warming to his subject. Indeed, if the Stika didn't exist, I would be tempted to invent them, for they are just what the city needs to stiffen its spine. Sagas Cliffs, our once proud empire, has abandoned its holdings and ceded its territories to autochthonous tribes and wild beasts. It's time to take them back. But how can we do that when our citizens have become lazy, timid children? They are the perfect opportunity, he thinks. The weak will become stronger. They over here is the Stika. Yeah. Let's see. What is my character gonna say? Can he gain a little bit out of this? People aren't weak. They only need someone to lead them. Oh. That's something that might. Let's go with that. Yeah, the people aren't weak. My character says they only need someone to lead them, to inspire them towards a common goal. And when that leader is gone? Asks Lord Vuntken. This city will fall back into apathy. No, an enemy is what this city needs. In strife, we discover our finest selves, so it has always been. That's true. It's just true. Will my character fall for his way of thinking? So Sagas Cliffs had an empire? Indeed, we held all the lands from here to Ornu Unagran. That was before the slave uprising that brought the slave families to power. Some of us seek to reclaim what we lost. Oh, to live in that age, he thinks. Sagas advanced so quickly back then. Well, I think he might be right. This might be more than just rose-tinted glasses. But how great was this empire you lost? From the shores of Garavia Sound to farthest reach of Ornus, Oregon. But this was centuries past, before Chilla's rebellion brought the slave families to power. So let me ask you about the stick a little bit more. How did the stick come to be in Sagas Cliffs? Oh, several members of the council believe that it's the work of our enemies, that their eggs were brought here from another world, an act of vengeance or sabotage, perhaps. Others think that the eggs were always here, and it took them centuries to hatch. But how doesn't matter to me. They're here, and they're dangerous, and it's up to every true citizen of Sagas Cliffs to resist them, but not to eradicate them. It's, well, which makes sense because he needs them as an enemy. I suspect the Dream Seekers, he thinks, working on a larger scale than I can alone. The Dream Seekers, can I ask about that? Probably not. So can I ask you something else? Of course! Tell me about yourself. He puts a hand to his chest and raises his chins. I am Jars Vundken, of House Vundken, one of the most respected of the slave families. I also have the honor of serving on the council. He looks around him uneasily. I don't usually descend to this neighborhood, but in such a crisis one must put one's finer feelings aside and do what one can for one's city. Oh, one would say. So who are the slave families? He puffs up with pride. We are the descendants of the slaves who rose up with the Chilla the Great. They smashed the oligarchs who ruled the city and replaced their despotism with fair and egalitarian leadership, creating a city where anyone can achieve anything if they only try. Really? Really? So that seems like marketing talk to me. What can you tell me about the Cliff's Edge? Alas, I rarely pass through these miserable streets, so I know little about them, but I go where my city needs me. Okay, let's see, I'm looking for an albino woman, an assassin named Matkina. Do you know her? Oh, I don't know who that is, and by the sound of it, I don't want to. She sounds like a dreamful person. Yeah, what is that? What does he mean about the Dream Seekers? A dreamful person. Why does he seek the White Death? He knows her, though. Oh, a dreadful, not a dreamful. A dreadful person. Yeah, he knows her. So, yeah, whatever. Like, I mean, they must all know her. But we need to find a Stickus, apparently, around here somewhere. And I have no idea where to look. Let's look around. So we have Guromo, Aitasi, and Barant up here. We haven't talked to them. Ooh, also we have something over there. And Piku, or Pikwa, depending on how we want to pronounce that. Also, a surgical drone. Chirurgical, I suppose, would be how we pronounce that, maybe. We have Jernog and a Glaive. Jernog is not a class, so it's gotta be his name over there. You know, we have a lot of machinery going on around here. It looks like a medical center or something? I mean, maybe a bar. Who knows? Nah, it's a medical center. Hey, says this guy. Yeah, we got a lot of people to talk to. Let's go over here and talk to these ladies down here. They're ladies. This one is, at least. This one, maybe not. Let's save the game before anything happens. And above fly the fireflies or whatever. These guys are fidgeting. Oh, that one. Surprise briefly register on the cultist's face when she sees you. Then she slightly inclines her head in respect. Greetings, beloved vessel. How may I help you? You seem less differential than some of the other cultists. Why? Oh, not all of us revere your father, she says carefully. We simply honor him for his boundless wisdom and bottomless knowledge. We wish to emulate him, she clears her throat. But worship him? No. Why? Okay, well, I guess I can't really ask anything else. So these are the Changing God cultists as well? Or not as well, because we didn't find them before. I was kind of connecting them with these guys over here. These are cultists as well, but not... I wonder if I need to talk to that guy over there, but not the same sort of cultist. This guy is different. Different, of course. The Dendra or Horde. The flesh creeps if you let it. If you let it. The flesh creeps? Okay, whatever. It's kind of tricky to go up these stairs. Let's see what we can find over here. No, actually... Oh, yeah, we didn't actually do anything over there. Let's have a chat with Pico over here. This mutant boy gazes at the entrance of the surgical parlor, flinching at each scratch of razor metal on metal from within. By your estimation, he is in his late teens, but he is the size of a young, malnourished child. His arms are little more than the bone wrapped in red, speckled skin, and a raw line zigzags down between his mismatched eyes and over his blade of a nose, as if pointing directly at his thin lips. He sees you looking, and bird-like muscles flex in his frail jaw. "Yeah, get a good look," he says, lifting his chin. "Or maybe you want to call me some names? I hear eggshell a lot, or maybe lightning bolt. I get that one from time to time." Well, that actually sounds nice. That eggshell kind of, well, whatever. He crosses his bony arms and glares at you. "Don't let me stop you. Call me some names. Laugh. Do it now, because, in another few minutes, I'll be the one laughing." Calm down, Earthquake. Oh, Earthquake could be yeah, let's go with that. "Very funny," he says. "Hilarious. And you know what? I am calm. I'm not going to be the butt of everyone's jokes anymore," he says. Electricity sizzles within the nearby parlor. This time he does not flinch away. Lightning flickers trapped in his determined eyes. "I have some money, all right? I'm going to use it to change myself. Change everything I can." He trails off, studying you in turn. His eyes widen, and he glances quickly away, studying the nearby parlor instead. You see the guy who could be a sign. Huh. So what sort of changes are you considering? "Oh, what do you care?" he says. "I'm sure you have business somewhere in the city. I don't want to be any trouble." Why did you look at me strangely earlier?" His mouth trembles as though he's wrestling with a question he doesn't want to ask. "That doesn't feel good to be stared at, does it?" he says at last, looking back at the parlor. He seems to be deflecting your question, though it isn't clear why. He's forgotten me, he thinks. Doesn't matter. His words to me then mean the same to me now. Which is nothing? What did he think before? Is he the guy who could be, or who's something? The changing god did something to him. Could be a sign. But the words, I don't really understand. Can anyone or everyone buy improvements from the parlor? "Well, yeah," he says. "You pay the keeper, and the drones remake your body the way you want." "Oh. Okay. I'll see you later then, I guess." He fidgets. Okay, so another little bit of memory from the previous history of my body. That's okay. Let's see what we have over here. This salty air only partially mutes the cloud of putrid sweetness clinging to this jumble of fallen wood, stone, and iron. Until recently, this was somebody's home, but the unstable ground must have caused it to collapse. Okay, let's search the rubble for clues. You shift aside broken pieces of furniture and small pieces of rubble, but you find nothing of value. After a short while, you realize what has happened. Someone has already picked through the ruins and taken the more accessible valuables. You stand back, concentrating. Nothing about the pile of stone is familiar, but the view from where the door once stood, a boundless horizon falling into the sea, is.
Making a note.
This appears to be the house where the cast-off once lived, but either he left no clues of his identity or they were taken by the scavengers. It might be useful to ask around the area and see if anyone spotted someone looting his house. Let's study the horizon first. Oh, I need to make a check. Oh, look at that, 90%. Go for that. Go for that. Yes, that's free. And I succeed. Fantastic. Having edge. Fantastic. Fingers of wind rake at your face. You squint into the sunlight, trying to remember. You've stood here before, you know you have, letting your thoughts untangle. The skyline tilts, and you stagger as the memory engulfs you. You grip the edge of the crude banister, grimacing at the sea. The calm of the scene no longer touches you as it once did, nor, you realize, does this body. You smile at your own impatience. Your restlessness must rival the ocean itself.
I'll remember that.
A gust of salty air bears the memory away in ribbons, leaving your mind aching and dry atop the ruins of the house. There is little doubt now, the changing god and the cast-off killed by the sorrow once lived here. Okay, I'm thinking, are all these things connected? I mean, like the quest with the sticker and the quest with the guy that got killed. Let's first search the rubble for anything else of interest, see if anything happens. You rummage through the dusty piles of stone and wood, looking for anything interesting, but no, these ruins appear to have been picked clean. Okay, let's dig through the pile to find the sorts of the stench. And who likes this a little bit better than I do? Is it you? Nobody does. Okay, so who has the most on this? That would be, I'm gonna use it on you. There it is. And that's a 90% chance. Yeah, let's go with the 90. And I succeed. Fantastic. Okay. It's always... I always get a little bit salty if I miss the 90s and 80s. But anyway, that's that. So stat pools spend on effort restored. Oh, critical success. Fantastic. Oh, nice. The smell intensifies as you heave aside a slab of ceiling. A swarm of startled insects spins away in the sky, into the sky, revealing the body of a young woman, torn and crushed. An invisible hand reaps the air from your chest and the strength from your legs. You fall, feeling a presence close around you, a heat on your back. An invisible hand. I'm gonna shut my eyes. Is this some sort of other dimension? Let's shut my eyes, see what happens. You push the blood-matted hair out of her face with trembling fingertips and close her eyes. Oh, close her eyes. Yeah, shut her eyes, not my eyes. The heat builds against your back like a bonfire. Suddenly, a cool hand covers your burning eyes. A smooth arm folds over your stomach.
I'll remember that.
And just like that, the heat is gone. You whirl around, no one is there, but you sense something has changed in the labyrinth. Okay, so we need to... Oh, a new reflection is forming in the labyrinth. We need to go up there. Oh, it's gotta have been this girl then. I mean, I assume. Can I look at... Can I find anything else? No. But anyway, we're gonna need to die then to go to the labyrinth. It's pretty good because it heals me up when I die. But yeah. So, Pico, have you seen anything happen over there? Can I ask you something? Yeah, did you see anyone looting that ruined house against the cliff? Oh, he says stuff. You're back. Good, he says. Well, no, but I wasn't really watching. He nods at the cultists who are lurking nearby. Maybe they saw something. Oh, those down there. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'll see you later. And he fidgets. Okay, so let's have a chat here with Aitasi and see if she was the one, maybe, to get all the stuff from over there. Hello again, beloved vessel. How may I assist you? Who lived in that ruined house against the cliff? The cultist glances at the others. They shake their heads. A man, she says, but we don't know his name or where he is now. He always took great care to avoid us. That was me. They're talking about me, I assume. I mean, the changing god anyway. Because that girl, she might know something. I think someone may have looted that ruined house against the cliff. Did you see who it was? Yes, the cultist says. A mischievous expression crosses her face. But I wonder if I can convince you to share something with us in exchange for our help. She ignores the startled look from her fellow cultists. Will you tell us about your birth? So, basically she wants information. Yeah, sure. Very well. I woke miles above the world, falling to my death. You can't be serious, she says, blanching. It's true. Without getting into the particulars, I survived the fall and came to understand myself. Amazing, she says, shaking her head. None of you were lucky enough to wake up in bed, were you? She clears her throat. Well, a deal is a deal. Oh, she's actually... This might actually... Huh. This might give us some information as to how the cast-offs actually are born. I wonder if it's like if he's dying and he just sheds the corpse or the body for some reason. Like if you were falling from the sky, you might, oh, okay, I will just change into another one and magically just teleport your soul to somewhere else and your body just continues on its way. So if they're like in a pool of acid or something like, I have no idea how the other cast-offs were born, though. I might want to ask about around if I can. We did see someone looking around the rubble before you arrived, she says, glancing towards the pile of rubble. 30 children, orphans perhaps, were digging through the ruins. I believe they took some food and valuables, but we were trying not to stare. Okay. Well, good day to you. To you as well, beloved vessel. Can these guys say anything then? They are just not ignoring me, really. Okay, so children. Where are we gonna find children in this place? I don't remember seeing them. It couldn't be these guys down here, and they wouldn't be referring to adults as if they were children, because they're human as well. So, yeah. Let's see what this is. Airships are known to be nearly uncrashable due to their leisurely cruising speeds and simplified controls. This crash must have taken a rather unique confluence of events to occur. Yeah, it's clearly an airship, lighter than airship. Okay. It's kind of bubbling around that. It shouldn't, but there we go. Let's not go up there to the surgical parlor for right now. Let's just meet these guys down here and see what they have to say. Eurytus is his name. The first thing you notice about this wiry young man is the golden haze, the glow surrounding him, and his eyes sparkles in his eyes, and it sparkles? Oh, the glow. Yeah, the glow sparkles in his eyes and gives his easy grin a warmth that you can feel right down to your gut. He spots you and straightens.
I know what you're thinking. How in the world did you survive that crash, Eurytus? The answer is, as it always is, backflips. But hold on. How did you know my name? Never mind. Not important. Of course you know my name. I'm Eurytus.
Eurytus, huh? Okay. Well, that was I'm not sure if he's joking or if he's crazy. I hope both, but because both would be fantastic. But I think he's gonna be a companion for us. He plants his hand on his skinny hips and beams. This adventure is going nowhere. This adventure is going nowhere. We are standing still. It is the beginning. What? His thoughts are all he's crazy. Okay, his thoughts nowhere. We are standing still. It is the beginning when. What? He's crazy, isn't he? Your thoughts are strange. Thoughts? Eurytus' eyes widen in alarm. I try to avoid those. They have agendas, you know? Thinking, planning, plotting. He shakes his head. No. Heroic instinct. That's always the best. He hears us. Impossible. Oh, boy. Okay, so they are... Oh, he's got probably voices in his head, basically. Okay, so that kind of explains how he crashed his boat. Or his ship. Whatever. Same thing. So... That was a slip. I didn't mean to make a pun there, but it was a slip. It wasn't unintentional, but it worked. Yeah, I can hear your surface thoughts. Why are they so different from what you're saying? Ah, if I have thoughts, sir, then that's news to me. Are you sure he can't hear us? We are certain. There's two different voices. This adventure is going nowhere. We are standing still. It is the beginning. When? It is beginning, not is... It is beginning. Not it is the beginning. It is beginning. When? That's a question. But it doesn't have... Oh, I see. So these are two voices in his head. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. That's amazing. I love that. I absolutely love this skill. It's amazing. Are you sure he can't hear us? Yeah, we are certain. But that guy's an idiot. Yeah, he's... But he might not be an idiot. He might just... They might all be idiots. So, how did you end up crashing the airship? Oh, I'm glad you asked. This is somewhat of an understatement. He looks ecstatic. I was climbing up the cliffs to Caravanserai to see how impossible it was when I saw a star falling towards the rift. He raises an earnest finger. I knew right then that finding that star was my destiny. He runs his hands through his curls. But what was I going to do? Climb down? Boring. Already did it the other way. Walk? Walk? I mean, worse. Far worse. No fun at all. Tell them about the backflips. No one cares about the backflips. Tell them. He grins. Then I saw the airship docked over my head, he says. I raced on up, borrowed the ship, and pointed it at the rift. His face falls. I don't know what happened next. Despite my expert piloting, the airship steered itself directly at the cliffs. I had no choice. I landed it as fast and hard and safely as possible. Shaking his head, he sighs. I never did find that falling star. At this point, someone else has found it. It's their destiny now. Yeah, well, you're in luck, man. That falling star was me. No! Eurytus shouts, overjoyed. I need to remember how actually to pronounce his name. Eurytus. I think it's Eurytus, with an accent at the end. Yes? Really? It was really you? He grabs you by both shoulders. This is fate. You were meant to travel with me. You have to. Don't say no. They will lead us to glory, he thinks. They will lead us to pain, says the other guy. Join them. Join them. This guy. So this is like the master in Fallout 1. It's all crazy, except only I can hear that, and he's got a main personality, and they don't actually interject each other, which is something that I think could be maybe enhanced with this thing. I mean, maybe for a new game from In Exile where they can just get the thoughts at the same time as he talks, and that, or maybe there's characters like that. That'll be interesting. Why should I let you join me? He gives you a puzzled look, as if you've just wondered aloud why air is important. I'm an adventurer, he repeats, brow furrowed. I thought I told you, adventure happens when I'm around, and you'll get to be part of it. He raises a finger. But you'll have to keep up where we go. Wait a minute. Oh, I know who this guy is! That's why I'm having so much fun. Oh, you know who wrote him? You know? Well, I'm gonna tell you next episode. Not right now. Not, you know, we're not gonna end the episode right now. Let's hear what he has to say. But yeah, if you don't know who wrote him, then just keep up. Just keep up. He stares at the invisible horizon. We go swiftly, strongly, and most of all, handsomely. He leans in conspiratorially. Until you get handsome, and I'll cover for the both of us. Okay. Well, I want you to join me. Of course I want you to join me. Of course you do, he says. And I'm ready. I'm always ready. Are we heading into a flight, or should I start one? Well, I would like to see if I could figure out why you crashed your machine. What is that? This hatch appears to be the only visible means to enter the building. It's firmly sealed. Okay, and we have a new friend. Look at that. There it is. Hey, man. So he's a tier 1. No, I'm tier 1. He's tier 1 as well. He's at the same level of experience as I am. I wonder if that's leveled. And he is an overly impulsive glaive who is as heroic as he believes himself to be. He's a glaive. That's actually important because he's a fighter. This character is gonna be it's just gonna be a lot of fun, this character. Oh my god. He's got, let me see what he has, what he's good at. So he's got endurance, initiative, that's for something. He's got running and smashing, and he's got melee weapons. Melee weapons, you mean, because medium weapons, what? Wait a minute, there's like medium weapons and melee weapons at the same time? That's a very good, if that's the case, like if you a single weapon would use 2 different skills in conjunction, that would be quite interesting. I like that. I like that. That's an I need to remember that. That's an interesting way of doing a character system. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if melee weapons are somehow different than medium weapons. But let's see what he has on him. Oh, by the way, yeah, he's not good at concentrating though. That makes sense. He's impossible to concentrate. Actually, he just gets a debuff on his skill for that, if he actually needs that. But let's see, opportunists. That's his combat ability over here. Practice in armor. Okay, unfailing precision, never boring. Bounces around battlefield, gaining 20% critical hit chance whenever he attacks a new target. Oh, that's quite good. The direct approach. All other party members gain 5% on smashing, on initiative tasks, and on melee attacks. Okay, that's actually fantastic. This guy, I like him. So he's got a great sword, a heavy melee weapon. Oh, so it is a conjunction of skills. That's amazing. I love that. Absolutely love that. So he's got a healing sword over here that does 8 physical damage plus 4 per effort on a maximum of 8. And this one is 8 physical damage plus 2 per effort. And his might is not that great, so I'm not really... I think I'm gonna keep him with that weapon, because... Ooh, he's really not... He's got an edge over there, which is nice. But I think it's better to use this guy. He's not very strong. He's not very buff, I mean. Look at that, only 30 health. I don't have as much, but yeah. Well, anyway, we got Eurytis, a new friend, and I should have gotten him before, but, well, there we go. That's him with me for right now. So, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.